Alright guys, what is up? And today I'm bringing you guys a gameplay commentary on the map Interchange, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to speed up a couple parts because this was like an 11-minute game. And this right here is with the CM9O1, and you guys can see my kill streak setup of Predator, Reaper, AC-130. I do think this is the worst assault rifle in the game in my personal opinion. I do have it gold now, and I have all the assault rifles gold on Xbox 360, yay! But what I want to talk about today, guys, is that I am currently posting a Black Ops live session, and it doesn't get as many views as a regular commentary does, and that's understandable because live comms never get as much as a regular commentary unless you're XCal, which that's just the way it works, so you have to deal with it. So what I'm going to be talking about today is it's kind of like the inside of my mind, and what I mean by that is that I'm going to let you guys know what I was thinking, what I was doing during this game, and the whole reason, that's pretty much the whole reason why I do live comms. So you guys, a lot of people ask me why I do so good or how I do so good. If you guys didn't know, I have a 4 kill death ratio on Modern Warfare 3 on my primary account and like a 23 win loss ratio. So I am overall stat wise a pretty high stat player, you know. I'm not gonna beat around the bush, just come out and say it. I have pretty high stats, so a lot of people ask me how I do it. I'm gonna let you guys know and kind of key you in. So this gameplay commentary might be a bit boring because, you know, I'm just kind of touching on a lot of small things, but let's get into it. Interchange is a really good map to get high scores on. Probably I'd say the easiest map for me to get high scores on, just because the spawn trap is so disgusting. I do die, I do have a rough start to this game, and the reason for that was not because I was playing bad, but just simply because my teammates couldn't hold down other choke points. So I kept getting shot from the left. I mean, you guys have already seen that. I think that's how, like, I've died twice already, or 3 times already. And, you know, technically I could say, you know what, I could have watched that spot at the same time like I am right now, that spot. But I was just kind of worrying about myself over here. Typically Interchange, I think we all know how it works. There's only 3 spots out of this A spawn. There is the spot left of me, spot right here, and the right side going underneath the underpass. So, you know, you have people there in every spot, and they will not be getting out of the A domination spawn trap. So, pretty much what I'm doing right here is just kind of head glitching this little tanker and this, like, flipped over Hummer. I'm just waiting for people to run out. It's not a good idea to run in here or, you know, get unbehind or, you know, not have too much cover, because on this map, when kids are getting spawn trapped, they tend to sit in the very back with blind eye assassin snipers. Don't ask me why. If you're one of those people that are getting spawn trapped in A and you decide to sit in the back of your spawn, not even try and break out, you're just trying to hard scope kids, you're an asshole. I'm going to come out and say that because some people are like, you know, I'm getting spawn trapped, I don't care, we're gonna lose anyways. Why not just leave the game? If you've lost all hope, why play like an asshole and just leave the game? That's what I don't understand, but I guess that's just personal opinion. So right here, guys, you guys can see me, I'm working up my kill streak. Pretty much Interchange isn't a big, you know, assault map for me. I usually run higher streaks on Interchange. If there's certain maps that, you know, aren't really the best for kill streaks, I'll just run Predator or UAV Predator and like attack helicopter or Reaper. But this map I kind of turn up my kill streak. Sometimes they're even bigger than this, but usually this is my high kill streak setup because you can cycle through your streaks or get them more than once. I do switch between the AC-130 and Pavlo a lot. It just depends on what I feel like throwing on. This game I currently had the AC-130 on. Unfortunately, I think a lot of these guys were using blind eyes, so it kind of sucked. But Interchange for me is a big spawn trapping, you know, get your kill streaks and then, you know, work on your next kill streaks. I've already cycled through them once here, and this is pretty much what I do when I play Interchange. I think most people know this already, and I feel like I'm just kind of beating like a dead cow, you know. And what I mean by that is, like, you know, I keep saying what I'm doing, but Interchange is a pretty basic map. You know, I don't really have too many like routes that I take or, you know, too many specific things that I do during it. Pretty much what I'm thinking this game is just aim down here, get lots of cover because I don't want to get counter sniped out of there, and, you know, watch my left, you know, this like little tunnel to my left, because sometimes people can sneak through there and my team won't notice them. That happens from time to time. It sucks when you die from that because it feels like it's not your fault, but technically it is. I wouldn't really recommend a gun like the CM9 on this map. Why was I using it? Just trying to level up guns. I'd recommend either a light machine gun with thermal on this map because it works fantastic. I love LMGs with thermal on this map. They work so good just because if there's smoke because your teammates are using assault kill streaks, then you can see right through the smoke. Or use something like a big assault rifle such as, a assault rifle with low recoil that's good at long range, M16, Type 95, ACR, SCAR, something along those lines. The reason for that is that it's a pretty long line of sight to look into A. So that's pretty much all I have to say for interchange. I kind of wish I'd had this, or I was going to do this on a different map that I could actually explain a bit better. Here I'm just cycling through my kill streaks again. I think I die on Assault Moab streak this game, which kind of sucked. But I've done this once on Hard Hat, explaining how I have such a high kill-death ratio. Some people might call this cheap, some people might call this kind of campy. I kind of agree with you, don't get me wrong, but it's how I enjoy myself in Modern Warfare 3. I don't like, playing weird game modes where I barely go positive because I'm fighting for the objective. I like to spawn trap, kids. It's what I do. I don't do sabotage spawn trap because you can actually get banned and reset for that. And I do kind of think the sabotage spawn trap is a bit too cheap, if you can say the least. As well as I think the terminal spawn trap is pretty ridiculous in itself. Other than that, I don't have a problem with spawn trapping. I've been spawn trapping since the last Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 3, or sorry, Black Ops 2, I hope spawn trapping returns. I don't really know how it's going to work. If Demolition comes back, I'm praying that it's exactly like the Demolition from the original Black Ops, because that was my favorite game mode. I liked it even better than Domination just because the spawns were so set and so basic that, you could just, you could pretty much just sit there and ADS them, which was kind of a ridiculous fact to Black Ops, but I didn't play a lot of Demolition, but although it was probably my favorite game mode, or one of them. Domination Modern Warfare 3 is fine. It's kind of weird how some of the spawns work, and I think sometimes you can look in the spawn in the wrong position and you flip them and you get shot in the back. I think that's kind of stupid, but after this many months of Modern Warfare 3, I've kind of gotten used to it. So it's going to be nice to see some actually decent spawns in the next Call of Duty, hopefully. But anyways, guys, this right here is the end of the game. This is a 60-4 gameplay with the CM9O1. This is pretty much what I was thinking this game, and this is how I did so good. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.